everyone, Warren here again with the Peach State Prime Transformers channel. And today I have a very interesting and different video to share with everybody. Definitely one of the more interesting pieces in my collection. And when I say interesting, I mean kind of, a little far out there. So it all has to do with this guy, and there's a story that goes with this. You may recognize this toy as Transformers 1. Whoa, he's shooting missiles at me. Transformers 1 as in the live action movie, the one that came out in 2007, Starscream. And he kind of led me on a little bit of an adventure here. You see, back in, and he has some cobwebs. I'm sorry, I didn't do a good job dusting him beforehand. Back when the first movie came out, there were all sorts of tie-ins out there, merchandise, which includes toys, t-shirts, and of course, comics. At the time, IDW Publishing had the rights to Transformers comics, both in their Generation 1-esque kind of story. This was in the early days of IDW. And then, of course, they did an adaptation for the live-action movie, again, 2007. Then they did a sequel comic, a miniseries, a 5-issue miniseries called The Reign of Starscream. And this is what one of the issues look like here. This is the first issue. So during this time, as kind of a promotional way to engage with their fans, IDW announced a contest, a photo contest. And basically you were supposed to take Starscream, like this one here, and whoever could come up with the best picture of Starscream would win a prize. And I'll be honest, I forget what the first place prize was. Needless to say, with that being said, I did not win. However, I was one of the runners-up. I did receive a package from IDW, and I still have this all stored in a package. And this note seen better days, but this note was included from, I believe, the signature, and I'm sorry, there was Chris Mowry and Chris Ryle at the time. I believe that's Chris Mowry with IDW, but what it says is, Warren, thanks for entering the contest. Yours was my personal favorite. Sorry I wasn't able to vote. Enjoy. And there were some goodies included in there, but before I show you exactly what those were, I do want to show you the pictures that I took. So, what I decided to do, my family took, of course, again, I'm from the Atlanta area, and my family and my fiance at the time, we went on a trip to Cherokee, North Carolina. And of course, while we're there, I knew about this contest, so I hauled Starscream with me. And I'm looking for, some sort of unique photo opportunity, for Starscream. And, I believe I took a picture on like a little trail we went on, with a view behind him, but nothing was quite hitting it until I took a series of these pictures here. And, in town, there was actually a Big Boy restaurant, that was still around with the classic Big Boy statue. So, I forget exactly which picture it was I decided to send in, but as you can see, I took several different ones, and, so again, I ended up being a runner-up in this contest, which is, kind of cool, in and of itself, but, I have great memories, on that trip, taking pictures, of Starscream, trying to come up with something, and then to get a thank you note, and, again, some goodies unexpectedly was pretty awesome. So what I got, so this is all, because again, the series was, during this contest, this movie sequel miniseries was still ongoing. So everything I have is from issues 1 through 3. Again, there were 5 issues overall. So the first thing I got was I did get a signed copy of issues 1 through 3. This is issue number 1. It's a little hard to make out the signatures there, but they are there. And I never really wanted to remove this and frame it. I mean, one day, well, I do want to frame it. Let me take that back. However, I don't want to take this out of the bag and board because they even sealed it with one of their official IDW, you know, I guess it's a sticker, but one of their official labels. The next one I have is from issue 2. This is the sketch cover variant, you know, where it's all black and white. You can see we have signature up there, and of course right in the middle, and then down toward the bottom here. And then I have issue number 3, which again is that black and white cover, which looks really cool. It even has the original version of live action RC on there, which of course we did get a toy of, despite her not appearing in any of the movies quite like that. So, and this was a fun story. I haven't read it in a while, but I do remember it being pretty good. And again, you know, all 3 of these do have that same IDW label, and looks like my plastic bent up there a little bit, but, you know, still in good condition there. In addition to those comics, they also sent me, and the first one here, I don't know what happened to it. I think it got caught in something. This is a script for issue number 1. I promise I don't have rodents. I don't know what that's about there. But as you can see, this is an original script that they drew the comic off of. You know, with all the speech, you know, speech panels. You know, it says like panel 1, panel 2. It has SFX there for, you know, crash. And then it has, you know, what Starscream would say. There's Megatron, Blackout. So just really cool. And then, as you probably guessed it, they were also kind enough, and these are in better condition, to send me the scripts for issues 2 and 3 as well. And this isn't something you get to see all that often. But, you know, it says, you know, written by Chris Mowry and Chris Ryle, art by Alex Mine, colors by Josh Perez. And I believe those are all, I believe all 4 of them signed the comics. Actually, I think it's just Alex Perez, maybe, or wait, yeah, Alex Perez and both Chris's on the comics, which is really cool. And again, I got it just by entering a contest. You know, a lot of people try to get, you know, autographs on comics at, you know, conventions and all that, but I was lucky enough to, you know, get it mailed right to me, and as well as this cool little note here. And, you know, I've kept these, you know, as safe as I can in a box. I just never came up with a good way to display them. But I should probably really look at doing so, because it's something that's truly unique out there that I know not a lot of people have, especially those scripts. And those are fun just to kind of flip through again, seeing the notes, like I said, the sound effects, what's being said. You know, and of course, you know, those are all the different notes as far as what became the comic. And again, it's all thanks to this guy, and I haven't even taken him down off the shelf in a while, but just knowing, you know, I had a chance to travel around with him a little bit is kind of cool as well. So, you know, leave a comment if you remember this miniseries, this sequel of sorts that happened to the 2007 Transformers movie prior to Revenge of the Fallen. You know, leave comments. What'd you think about it? You know, do you have any fondness for the live action universe, so to speak, that IDW was trying to create beyond the films? Do you have anything cool, like, you know, scripts or anything you might have picked up for any comic issues? Even if it's not Transformers, share with us. Anyways, if you did like this video, please like it on YouTube, and of course subscribe to the Peach State Prime Transformers channel for more videos like this, looking at Transformer toys and artifacts like in this video. And of course, any other fun discussions, thoughts on new drops, any events that come up I'm able to attend, that'll all be here. If you're into other fun videos, you could also check out my original channel, simply named Peach State Prime, here on YouTube. And there I have other stuff I collect, different events, tourist attractions when I'm traveling, fun places to shop and eat, including collectible stores. So feel free to check that out. But in the meantime, thank you once again for watching this video. Hope you have a great day, and God bless.